Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show. Ladies, don't touch that remote. We got a great show here. You know what it's going to be about? Time to show your pride. And this organization that I'm a member of, let me show you. And when I joined, they give me a hat, you know, with Patriotic Order Sons of America. And I also get a jacket. And it has my jacket here. Can you get that shot? I'm proud to wear it. Okay. And it's raining out there. Really, really raining. Let me see, make sure my hood's hook up here. Now, my guest today. Oh my God. He got a resume. It would take me a half hour to read it all. Okay? So I'm going to ask him to touch base, tell me something about yourself. And I'm going to let him pronounce his name. Ready? My guest is Larry
Graeff.
How do you pronounce that?
Graeff.
Graeff.
The color
Okay.
gray with an F on the end.
Okay. Now, tell me something about yourself.
Well,
You're a married man.
Yes, I am.
Your wife, right?
Yeah.
What? Lindy.
Lindy,
Yeah,
yes,
Lindy.
sir.
Like, you know, Lindy that flew over to France, you know, on the solo flight.
Yeah.
Who was the second guy that flew over to the num flight? Nobody knows. Everybody knows it's Lindy. Lindy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, tell me something about, you are past president of state and everything. Tell me about it.
Past president primarily of the state, Pennsylvania State Organization. That was back in 2011, 2012. Presently, I'm a trustee with the POS of A.
Trustee.
Yes.
Is that a national level?
Yes, exactly, yes. As far as, you know, I've gone through all the chairs as far as our local camp is concerned, as far as the Berks County organization is concerned, and of course the state. So
Yeah. And you also chairman of the publicity committee, right?
that's correct, you betcha. And that our charge, and you have agreed to help me out with that, is to make sure that people understand what POSA is all about.
Right. Well, we're going to get to that.
Okay.
We're going to tell. We're going to what do you call it? We're going to check it out and see what's all in there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll do that.
And I'm Italian, and I talk with my hands. I can't put too much in writing, so I'll get somebody that can put it in writing. I have a guy that's very talented. He is works for the county, and that's his job. So I think whenever I have something, we're going to start picking out and get guys to help us to make it, let people know what we're doing. Okay, and we do a lot because I'm a member. Okay, I do my thing. Sometime at the meeting I get talked too loud, and Stan has to grab me and sit me down. You know, but that's okay. All right, now you do a lot of people call on your master ceremonies for memorial parades and different celebrations. Tell me about that.
Well, absolutely. I'm happen to be treasurer of the committee for the Memorial Day Parade in Moulton, where my home camp is Camp 211 in Moulton.
That's located near Reading.
Yeah, outside of Reading, by a couple miles.
What's the name of it?
Moulton, M-O-H-N-T-O-N.
Where do they get these names?
Well, a guy that founded the town, his last name was Moan, and
So they named it after him.
maybe he weighed a ton. I don't know, but but
What kind of food do you like? I just hit this there. What kind of food?
fruit.
Food, manja.
Food. Oh, well,
What are you, Pennsylvania Dutch up here?
yeah, it is. But I like to go to Manja and have some Italian food too.
Oh, yeah. How about your wife? She cooks it up there?
Oh yeah, she's a really good cook.
Okay.
I'm a good guy at reheating leftovers. That's what my cooking has to do.
Okay. You know what I like about this? You're a family man, and you're a community man, and you're married, Lindy, for 41 years. You have 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys, 4 grandchildren, 1 girl, 3 boys. You got the whole thing there. Oh my God. But nobody's going to mess with you. All right, now, some of the additional activities, like your announcer for the Governor Mifflin. Was there a Governor Mifflin?
Yes, absolutely. There was a Governor Mifflin back in the very early days of Pennsylvania, and he lived in the area, and they named the school district after him. So, yeah, and I'm an announcer for their athletic activities. I've announced practically every athletic endeavor that Governor Mifflin has on their agenda.
And that's one thing. I wish you would have brought him along. You play an instrument too. What?
I'm a trumpet player, yeah.
Trumpet.
Yep.
Hey, compari, si può suonare, si suona la trombetta. E come si suona la trombetta? Pa 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 la trombetta, plinga plinga, mandolin, zinga zinga, violin, viscaletta, tippity tippity tap, pap pap. Okay, when that band comes down here, I'll sing that song.
I'll hold you to
Julius
that.
La Rosa. All right, now. You play for a band. Now, your band, how many guys in the band?
Well, there's about 65 members.
Wow.
In the one band. That's sort of
when they all show up.
When they all show up, and that's the concert band.
Yeah.
And we have a jazz band that has spun off of the concert band, and we're probably, in that case, it's about a 20-piece jazz band.
All right, now you say you in the parade. What parades you participate in?
Well, actually, the bands that I'm in are primarily all retired guys. Yeah, the band. So we don't. So most of them don't really parade very well.
Well, the Patriotic Sons of America, they 4th of July parade last year. They came down with a float.
Yes.
So I just got a notice from Norristown if we're going to be some participation. So I'm going to say I asked to Stan if they can participate again. Maybe put a float down there.
Sure.
Because
yeah, our POS of A camp is very much involved with the planning and setting up of the Memorial Day parade in Moulton.
That's a great parade.
And it's been around for over 50 years. So, and we make a whole day out of it, actually. The parade is in the morning. It ends at the local cemetery. We have a ceremony, a memorial ceremony there. I happen to be the master of ceremonies for that.
Yeah.
The last several years, we've had the Reading Buccaneers, which is a world-famous drum and bugle corps, participate in the parade.
Was that Reading High School?
No, this is a totally separate organization where they've got members from all the surrounding states.
How about that?
They've won something like 14 world championships in the past, probably 14 in the last 15 years. They only missed 1 year. And then they put on an exhibition at the town park after the ceremony in the cemetery. And our local VFW always has a pig roast or a beef roast or something going on in the afternoon. So it's an all-day affair.
Let me know when that happens.
Memorial Day.
I'll bring Joe Boatwright with me. He's a Manzuni.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah, he'd love it, I'm sure.
Well, all right, now, let's talk about our organization. Okay. What is the Avenue of Flags program?
Well, this is a program that several of the national cemeteries throughout the country have a similar program.
For Memorial Day?
Well, actually, from Memorial Day right through November for Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
So what this is a group of volunteers who gather interment flags. Now, those are flags that are specially made to be used in the funeral ceremony of a veteran. And the reason they're special is because...
A special flag?
Oh, absolutely, because it needs to be a special dimension so it can cover the casket. They're 9 feet long and 5 feet wide.
Uh-huh.
So, and those are the only flags that they use in this Avenue of Flags program. But they have got flag poles about every 25 or 30 feet lining all of the roads in the National Cemetery at Indian Town Gap National
In
Cemetery.
the Town Gap, that's where I was inducted in the
Well,
Army.
then you know where I'm talking about.
Oh.
It's in northern Lebanon County.
Yeah, you know, talking about Indian Town Gap, and I was in the Army. I got it there. I don't want to brag, but I got a medal. I didn't bring it with me, and I saved my whole company. I shot the cook. All right, that's it. That's a Social Security joke. You'll get it when you're 65.
Was that
All right,
because
next
he
one.
was that because
What
he wasn't
about-
cooking Italian food or something?
What about the flag in retirement? We retire the flag. What's that ceremony about?
Okay, well, that's a pretty important situation. Yeah, obviously, there's a proper way to dispose of a flag that has become tattered or faded and is no longer, usable. And so many of the camps, including your camp, for instance, I believe, has collection boxes where people
Yeah, we have
can-
them at Valley Forge.
Right.
Near the
And so
gift shop.
the whole idea is so that they get retired with the proper ceremony.
Yeah.
And many of the camps have collection boxes, and they do this
Yeah.
typically around Flag Day, which is June the 14th. That's the time
June the
when
14th.
that's when and we at Camp 211 have our own ceremony in the town park.
Well, that's what I going to be touching base with you with this person I'm going to ask to help with the publicity, let people know what we're doing. You know, I'm a former professional boxer, and I like to get this guy that burns the flag. I want to put him in the ring with me, and I want to give him a good beating. And I think you ought to charge him with arson. That beside some other law, a hate crime for burning the flag. I think this too. I want to beat him up, legally.
Certainly.
According to the
Keep it
Marcus
legal, Hank.
Greenberry rules. Greenberry, who's Greenberry? But that's what I give him a good whipping, as Muhammad Ali says. So I'm so proud that we do these things, and the proud. And that's when I started off when I said this show is about showing our pride. And I can't think of a guy that could do more, that had done more and doing more than you. And you come down here and inspire our organization, and our organization is moving with Stan and our
Certainly
leaders
is.
we have.
Absolutely.
So it's good that we hook up. And like I say, when I got this, they asked me to join, I says I'd be only too happy to. And that's why I put them on my TV show. I have you come. I want people to know all about it. You're from Reading. While you're in Reading, tell Dan Kelly at the Eagle newspaper that the Cisco said hi.
I'll do
okay?
that. I will do
He
that.
he used to report for Norristown Times-Herald. Okay, now, your presence at Valley Forge, our presence of
Well, that's where our national headquarters
Headquarters,
is
right.
located. And we have that building. Actually, it's the only building in the national park that is not a national owned building. And we are very fortunate to have that. And if you ever get to see it, it very much resembles George Washington's Mount Vernon.
yeah, I think they have tours.
Oh, yeah,
over there.
well, a couple times
I think
a year.
Stan has it,
Yep.
the different things.
Couple times
It
a year
has
we'll
all
have
kinds
a-
of medals and different things. It really brings you back years ago, so, all right, and what is World War II weekend, and how does our organization participate?
World War II weekend is, it's been in place for a number of years at Reading Regional Airport, and thousands of people come to look at it, to see things. There's
What, you bring something in a trailer or something?
well, actually, what happens is there's reenactors. They put on mock battles. There's
No
all
kidding.
kinds of restored.
Is that a traveling show or just there?
No, it's just there, and these are people who that's their hobby. They have full
great.
regalia,
That would be
and
nice.
when
When do you have that? Is there a certain date?
this year it is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
June
2,
second,
3,
third,
and 4.
fourth.
That's Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, and Sunday. And as far as the POS of A is concerned, we certainly sponsor some things. We've, in fact, the last several years, they publish a very nice magazine kind of program thing.
Oh, I like to see
And-
one,
and-
and I like
and
to
so-
do that down here.
And we have taken over the back cover of that magazine with a ad for
Of your
POS of A.
organization.
And both
Great.
Tony Goreski, both of our friends,
He's my man. Where
He-
are you, Tony?
he's the guy who actually designs that cover.
I
And-
have a hard time pronouncing Italian names. Tony, he got Italian first name and the last name, I don't know where that comes from. But I got a sister-in-law with the same Polish name, a big long one, so I remember. But he's a great guy. I used to
Yes,
work
he
with
is.
him I was a county detective in the district attorney's office, and he worked in the printing office, and he still does a lot for our organization.
certainly
All right.
does.
Now, what does our organization, the publicity committee, play? What part did you play now?
Well,
thing?
for-
I'm going to throw some ideas to you later. Right
Uh,
now,
uh,
you know, if you want to swim, you got to get in the water. You
Yeah,
got to get in the
true.
water if you want to swim. And if you want to walk on water, you got to know where the rocks are. So you're a rock. Go ahead.
Well, what it amounts to is we kind of say it tongue in cheek that we're one of the best kept secrets in the United
Yeah,
States. And part of our mission, yours, mine, and whoever is involved with this publicity committee is actually to get the word out. When we have some
Right,
sort of an
right.
event,
Right.
we need to let the word out to newspapers, TV stations, let the people know that POS of A is doing something, and this is what happens to be that event on that particular day.
Well, I got a question from the audience. I got a young guy up there with a blue shirt. And he says, he's asking a question of you. Answer this question. Hold it up.
Okay, what it says is,
Go ahead.
how do you encourage young people to join the POS of A? That's the million-dollar question. Like many organizations of our type, membership and encouraging new members is a challenge. We've been working on that for many years.
Yeah.
We do have some very young, energetic young
Yeah.
men who are involved, but we could always use more youth. And basically, the only requirement to be a member of our organization is that you either be native-born or naturalized American citizen of good character.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, I
we're
don't want no
looking for.
stonadis in there. You know, stonadis in Italian means like only hitting on a couple cylinders or in a trance and don't want to do anything, you know, just sit there with their hands folded. No, we don't want nobody. We want somebody with, you know, will listen, help, and, you know, and well, I would say one thing, come with a good appetite because we have a meeting. We have a meeting. Okay. Right, John? Joe? Hi. All right. Go ahead. Now, since I started, I got my grandson to join. I got my nephew to join. I got a son-in-law to join. I got some other people that, you know. And I got a good friend of mine in the family is Dean Garofalo. He imitates Elvis Presley. And he
Right,
sings it. He
sure.
brings it, and he sings "How Great Thou Art." What a beautiful song.
Yes, it is.
I think he's going to sing at the national.
He
thing.
is scheduled at our convention in September.
Make sure he sings "How Great Thou Art." you
I'm
know.
sure he will.
So, all right, now, tell me about your organization now, up in Reading.
Well, primarily we are located, let me think of it this way. There's about 10 individual camps throughout Berks County.
Okay.
And there's some of them more active than others, of
Oh,
course.
yeah,
But
no.
in Moulton, of course, we talked about the Memorial Day Parade. We do have a contest, a essay contest that involves all of the 6th grade kids in Governor Mifflin School District are invited to write a patriotic essay. And of course, then
That's
the
a
winning,
good idea.
the winning girl, the winning boy, then get invited to be in the parade. And we try to provide a convertible for them to ride in the parade.
Oh, yeah.
And then we
Where do
ask.
you get the, go to car agencies.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've been pretty lucky. There's a lot of people that are willing to, who have
Yeah,
convertibles.
but I
are
go
willing
to
do it.
the car agencies and say, how about doing it? They would love to do it, and they can put their sign on the side.
Absolutely. And then they're asked to read their essay at the memorial ceremony following the parade. We do.
I'm a great guy for interrupting you. You do something Memorial Day, Veterans Day, you don't do nothing 4th of July?
No, as a matter of fact, we don't. But a
Well,
lot
I'm
of.
going to see maybe you'll come down and do something for us,
Maybe-
even if you carry a banner.
Maybe we will do
We'll
that.
see.
That might be
Yeah.
part of our publicity
Yeah,
committee.
we'll see that you get something to eat, too.
That's good.
You won't go back hungry.
That's good.
Right. So, how about Lindy? Did she help you? You know, a woman behind you, you got all this here, being married 41 years, you got grandchildren. Tell me something about Lindy.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's no question. In fact, she's here today because.
Yeah, she's right in the
she's-
audience, and she
she's-
didn't want to come on camera.
She's here to, actually, she supports me in many,
That's
many
wonderful.
different ways.
That's wonderful.
And, since I'm involved in many different things, POS of A, band, with the school district,
Right.
and things like that, I couldn't do it without her.
Yeah,
And
right.
she's very understanding about the fact that many weeks, every night of the week, there
Yeah.
is a meeting or there's a game that I'm announcing or something.
She's right there.
She's there.
Well, and when I say a real family man, it's more community man. And I was married for 60 years, and last year my wife passed away, and she was really behind me. I was a policeman, worked all hours. She was there. I have 4 children. She took care of them while I was out. Anytime when I was out of the house a lot of times, and she took care of them. So it was really something. So she's up there waiting for me. I guess she's getting everything ready in the kitchen and everything. I told her to put a little spaghetti on the side over here, and a little ravioli there, little meatballs over here, and then braciole.
Braciole,
Got to
okay.
get the braciole. In fact, I got to go to a dinner tonight. It's called the braciole night, MSS, and I got to give a 5-minute speech. So, hey, John or Joe, remind me to bring that bell, because they're only going to give me 4 minutes and 50 seconds to talk, and they're going to ring a bell. So I'm going to bring my own bell, okay? See it over there? The Salvation Army bell. All right. Now back to you. What are you doing here?
Well, tell you the truth, this whole kind of started when I contacted you to perhaps give me a hand in the publicity committee.
I jumped in 2 feet.
And you certainly did, and we got together and talked a little bit, and next thing I know, you've got me involved in this television program.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, this show
Here I
will
am.
be shown maybe next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Comcast, Verizon, for 3 days. And I also will, John Doyle, our director, will put it on YouTube. This show will go nationwide, worldwide. So if you have anybody in Asia that wants to see the show, over there, maybe we'll sign him up.
okay.
Who knows? All right. Now, this really keeps you going. You look like a good-looking guy. You look like you're healthy. I don't know, maybe, but this keeping you, I think that the people join an organization and take on the committee, I think it helps. I know it helps me. I'm 93 years old, and I'm bobbing and weaving, I mean, and I had a doctor here yesterday talking about depression, why people just get it down, it gets, and I just kind of keep going, the people get depressed when somebody dies, divorce, sickness and everything, but there's something you got to keep the flame going. You just can't blow the flame out when something happens, see? And I've been very, very happy, and then somebody up there likes me too. He takes care, you know, right there. I say my prayers at night, you know, and everything helps out. And then I could do like a cowboys say, happy trails.
Happy trails.
You use that?
I've heard of it, yes, I've heard of it. Yeah, I mean, there's no question. I guess you keep yourself busy.
Right.
You talk about depression, you keep yourself busy, you don't have time to be depressed. I mean, because you're going from one thing to the next. But I've been involved in this organization for, I guess, somewhere around 18 or 19 years now. So we're getting a lot of things done.
All right, got some more. All right, this is a lady over there. No, it's Joe Bookwright. He's got a question here. See if you can read that.
How does a patriotic order of changes over the past 30 years? Oh, brother, there has been a lot of changes over the past 30 years. At one time, you were required to be a native-born citizen. Some time back, maybe 14, 15 years ago, that was changed, and now naturalized citizens are welcome to join our organization. In the past about 5 years, our office was located in Philadelphia. We moved it to a newer and more spacious area up in Leesport, and just north of Reading. And we're running now our organization as a business instead of just as a social club.
Yeah. Well, here's one more. That lady
Okay.
with the blue dress up there.
What do you think makes Patriotic Order of Sons relevant today? Well, there's no question. Today, this world being what it is, I don't think patriotism and good citizenship has ever gone out of style, but if we need patriotism and good citizenship, we need it now. More so
Now.
than ever.
Oh, here's one personal now. Ready?
Okay.
Read it out loud.
What does patriotism mean to you? Well, that's a really good question, and I'm glad to answer it. Patriotism, first of all, means you've got to love this country that you have been born into or naturalized into, if that may be the case. Whenever I hear the national anthem being sung, I actually get tears to my eyes.
Yeah, right. You're right.
In fact, on 2 occasions when I was announcing a game, we had problems with the mechanism to play the national anthem. And I couldn't just let it go, so I said over the microphone, everybody sing along with me.
Yeah.
And I sang the national anthem. And I got through it. After I was finished with it, I said to the one guy who was in the
Yeah.
press box with
Gotta
me,
get a handkerchief.
I said, did I get all those words right? Because I just was winging it. And
Yeah.
he said, sounded good to me.
Yeah. You know it's a tough song to all the words. I don't know why they didn't make the song easier, like row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. But, ladies and gentlemen, the 30 minutes is up. My man came all the way down from Reading with his wife, Lindy. And this is so wonderful that we have some that keep the ball bouncing about patriotism and being proud of your family, be a family, the town you live in, the world, the country, everything. Loosen up. Don't be mean. My guest, Larry, thank you so much for coming here.
Pleasure
And we're
being
going to
here.
follow up on a lot of them things.
Okay.
And now we'll say, a la salud. And that a la salud means to your health. And if you got your health, you got everything. A salud. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your home. And I want to thank my guests, Larry,
Graeff,
And Lindy, who drove down, you or her?
I drove.
You drove.
She's
okay.
going to drive home, I'm sure.
All right, thank you, and may God bless each and every one. Don't forget, left hand high, stick and move, left hook, right hook, and keep your chunks off the canvas. God bless each and every one. And God bless America. That's it.